Okay, this is we're live. It has been a very long time since I've done this. Let's see if it works. Yep, live now. That's what it says. Can I hear anything? Oh, volume's down. Do I hear me? I don't think I hear me. Oh, it's a rough start already. Perfect, fantastic. Okay. You drop no frames. Oh, hang on. Fantastic. Okay. Why can't I hear me? Oh, this is not connected. 100%. Give me a second. I got too many cables. It's true. It's a fact of life. Ugh. Okay. I can hear everything now. Oh, it's so loud. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna not listen to myself talk, and I will listen to some music. You will not hear it. I will hear it. Only me. Cool. And song is playing down here. The font will be tiny. You might not be able to read it unless you watch it at the... I don't know. You probably can't read it, but that's what's playing. Not that you care. Okay, so what are we working on today? So I've been trying to make this application forever. So if you have ever been to church, I go to church a lot. If you've ever been to church, usually they have a PowerPoint up on a projector so that when everyone is singing the songs together, you kind of know what the words are to sing. If you've ever managed lots of PowerPoints, it really sucks. And so what I'm kind of working on is an app that kind of streamlines that and has some additional features that kind of make that whole process a lot easier. So the way that I'm doing that, oh, you know what? Before I launch into a whole thing, I should update the details for the stream. Because it probably says game development. No, live coding and advent of code day 2 solution in Rust. Yeah, that's out of date. Okay. Live coding a Phoenix LiveView application. Application for managing live lyrics displays. Yep. Tags. Who needs them? Not me. Content labels. Drugs, intoxication, or excessive tobacco use. Definitely that. Significant profanity or vulgarity. No, there won't be any of that. No branded content. Cool. I think that's it. Thanks, Twitch. Alright, I think we're good to go. I do want to have the chat up somewhere. Pop that out. Nailed it. I'm a professional streamer. Alright. Without further ado, I'm going to turn these on so I get the noise canceling. Oh, maybe. Now we're cooking. Fabulous. Nice. Anything I can do to not hear myself, I'm down. Okay, so your question is now, quite naturally, what does this application look like? So if we start it up, oh no. Okay. So if we start it up, compile some stuff, I guess. This will start up, and it looks like this. It is super boring right now, just the way we like it. We can log in. So this has the Phoenix, which is the web framework that I'm using here. It's kind of the de facto web framework for the Elixir programming language. Comes with a code generation thing. I don't really know what to call it. A generator that scaffolds out an authentication system. This basically just uses that. So we can go ahead and log in. That is not the right password. I probably don't even have a real database. So let's go ahead and set up the database. Fantastic. Music's too loud for me. Just turn that down a little bit. Cool. So now, if we log in, bada bing, we're logged in. And so basically, in the application, there's going to be this concept of teams, right? So you could have one user belong to multiple teams. Like, you know, if you've got a bunch of different shows you're managing, you might be in a bunch of different teams. So there's teams. What do you want? Right now, teams just list users. Kind of the next thing that I'm working on is really the meat of the application now that I've got all the boring stuff out of the way. And so the song management type stuff is next on the agenda. So that's what I'm working on tonight for the next however long I have until a child wakes up or something. One thing I do want to do is see if there's anyone in the chat. There used to be a way to do this. It's been a very long time since I have chatted. What is shield mode? Chat will be cleared and any settings selected in shield mode will be activated. I don't know what that is. Chat highlight settings. Yeah, highlight messages to me. That's cool. All kinds of cool stuff for, I'm sure, things that matter to someone who actually gets viewers. I will have 0 viewers, or maybe like 2. Okay, I don't see anything in there. So, okay, 1 viewer, and it's me. Got it. We're set, right? Cool. We are set. And that's going to cover my diagnostics. So I'm just going to throw this over here. Chat won't be on the stream, but I will be able to see it, which is great. Probably. Can I? Yes. Sorry, I'm arranging windows on the second monitor. Okay, I can't size those independently because it's a single instance. So what I would do is this. Kill that. There we go. Now, cool. Now I can monitor my computer, monitor the chat. Got music up. We're feeling good. Got the stream dashboard up. How do I have followers? That's not right. Whatever. Okay. So to the meat of the application. If I remember correctly, we do have a database schema for all this stuff. So if we hop in here to the database, there should be, yep, there's the lyrics dev database. So we'll hop on to that guy. I don't remember how to list tables. DT? Nailed it. Yep, so we've got songs, right? Songs have verses. Songs can also have maps, so you might have the same song, but that it gets played differently at different shows. So that's what maps are. Maps are just a way to have the same sets of lyrics played in different orders or whatever. That's what maps are. Teams and users, and then playlists. So you might have different playlists for different shows. You might make a new playlist for each show. There's all sorts of ways you might use that, but playlists are basically the way that you organize a group of songs together. And yes, cool. These are all the many-to-many tables. So that should be good to go. We really just need the CRUD operations to do that. Look, here we go. This is what we're working on. The other thing I will want is to be running the diagnostics sort of on the side. I think I might do that this way. So what I want to do is I'll watch exec. And anytime I edit a file that ends with ex or exs, then we will go ahead and run mix check, I think. Yep, fantastic. So now, anytime I edit a file, I'm also going to just clear the terminal first. So now, anytime I edit a file, we should see everything that I need to fix. The things that check does, for anyone who is interested, check does these things. So it will compile the application, make sure that all source code is formatted. It will run some strict checks using a tool called Credo. I don't know how you say it, but it's quite popular in Elixir land. And then it will run Dialyzer. Dialyzer is a type checker for Erlang, and I'm using Dialixir for the Elixir side of things. That's what this does. That will do the type checking. So you can see here, there should be no calls to DBG. I'm going to use DBG a lot while I'm, debugging, because that's what it's for. But that's what that warning is. So maybe step one. No. Let's just hop in here and we'll go fix those. Figure out why we've got them, because I'm pretty sure we don't care about those right now. And then in test. Yes, I was also doing some stuff to set up tests. I think that's why I paused work on the CRUD stuff for this, was because I wanted to set up tests for what I've got so far. Yeah, yep. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. Okay, the other thing that check should do is run the tests. The reason you kind of can't do that, sort of, is because in Elixir, it's pretty standard to have a separate mix environment for your tests. And whereas all your checks usually just run against dev. Dialyzer and Credo actually will both run in test, so maybe I should just have check run in test mode, and then I can run tests. I think I'll do that. So we'll add that there, and then the thing we need to do is tell mix that, hey, when we run the check task, let's just do that using the test environment. I can never remember exactly how to do this, so let's Google it. Elixir task preferred env task. I know it's got preferred in it, so I'm just going to be finding for preferred all the time, but I don't see it. This forum post is definitely going to have it. How's the stream? Doing good? Okay, cool. Everything looks fine. Yep, that's not quite it. There's a preferred CLI env or something. I had this in another project. Maybe I should just go find that. So if I go here, right, what am I looking for? I think API. I think I use it here. Yes, preferred CLI env. So let's just do that. It's going to say undefined function. I don't have a cool code action for that. So we'll go ahead and define that. So this will be preferred CLI envs. And here's what that looks like. I'm sorry for the font size. I'm very sorry. Basically, you have a function, and that takes the task and key. I don't know what key is. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. But what we can do is figure that out. So if we take this and Google that, I'm sure we can now find what we're looking for here. I'm not talking to you, Google. I really am not. I promise. Fantastic. Okay, so this is when you are defining your own task using the mix task, right? But this is not what I'm looking for as far as setting that in my project. So let's go look at the project stuff. Preferred CLI. Cool. A keyword list of task env tuples, where task is the task name as an atom, like so, and env is the preferred environment, for example, test. This option overrides what is specified by the tasks within the preferred CLI env attribute. See the docs for mixed tasks. It defaults to empty. So actually, I think all I have to do in this case, I don't even need a function. So pass self, you're a dummy. And I think we can just do, if we run the check task, we want to use the test environment. The way that we know this will work is if the tests work. And the other thing is I might not have tests using a separate database, which is a really stupid thing to overlook. So let's pop in here, look for the database. It's not in here. We definitely want to only think about that at runtime. And yeah, so I am accounting for that. So that should work. So let's think with our brains for a second. All right. You are running, first of all. Let's just break some confusion by stopping that. Cool. Mix test is running in the dev environment. If you're running tests from within another command, you can either... So yeah, I don't think it's working. Back in our text editor, let's pop back in here. And I think the issue is that it's running compile as a separate mix task, right? It's doing all these sequentially. And this may not be running with with mix env test. And so just real quick, if I run mix check, it does not like that. If I run mix env is test mix check, that seems to be working. That is what I would expect. So let's think about this. A keyword list of task env tuples, where task is the task name as an atom, such as check, just like this, right? And env is the preferred environment, for example, test. Oh, I have here a list. I am stupid. This should be a keyword list, not a list, and that looks like so in Elixir land. But just for the sake of disambiguating, I will format it like that. So now I think this might work. I'm going to go ahead and let Dialyzer finish though. This part, this initial setup for Dialyzer for this environment. Oh wow, I'm peaking hard. Okay, let's adjust the old microphone levels. There we go. And so I'm going to go ahead and let Dialyzer do this. So we'll just wait. How are you guys? All none of you? Nobody is watching this. That's totally fine. For me, it's just a good way to talk through problems, think about things, forces me to work on the things that I do want to. Okay, lots of stuff. And this is cool because this will have Dialyzer check the test code. I'm trying to think, do I care about that? No, but it's probably not hard to fix. Let's go take a look. I may regret this completely. Function xunit callback submerge does not exist. Yeah, this is all like secret xunit stuff. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to have Dialyzer ignore files. Ignore certain files. I'm going to just go to the Dialixir docs. And then ignore. Oh, hey, look. Dialyzer ignore.exs. Okay, well, that's for ignoring specific errors, which I could go that route, but that seems kind of silly. I really just like to ignore all the stuff in the test directory. That would be cool. If I could just not type check any of those files. That's kind of what I would like. Ignore apps. That's close. I know the Elixir compiler, right? It just kind of compiles everything. You can be in an application, but there's no real, are you in a certain file? Are you in a certain module? And its dialyzer, to my understanding, looks at the actual Beam bytecode. So I'm probably not going to find... That's cool. I have one compiled file. So maybe this will just work for me. I'll try it. Let's give it a shot. So we're going to make a dialyzer ignore. Bada bing. And this is going to be test support, right? Test support EX. No return. But what I am looking for is this, function whatever does not exist. I guess there's not like a wildcard for this. List unused filters. I'm sure there's a way for me to find out like the atom for this check. Oh, it's unknown function. It's right there. It tells you. Cool. So I will just ignore all the unknown function checks for that file. What do you think about that, dialyzer? Oh, also I need to, yeah, that worked. That worked. Oh, no, it's dialyzing. Sorry. Okay, so dialyzer's happy. So that's great. Let's just run mix check without the mix env test, and we are getting the same stuff. So I'm pleased. That's working. Save that file. That's looking great. The other thing, the thing that I'm not happy about, right, is this is doing all these, and clearly like one of these was failing. Yeah, so the test failed. So why did it keep going? Am I right? Like I want this to die here. I don't want it to keep going. So mix task aliases. Yeah, I know. I'm using a weird language server. I'm trying. What am I trying? Which one? Oh, I guess I could Helix Health Elixir. Lexical, apparently. I'm using the Lexical Elixir language server, which is kind of one of the new wave. There's NextLS and there's Lexical. Oh, hey. Oh, someone is giving me an ad. Hey, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel viewers, blah, blah, blah. The price is lower. Yeah, I'm going to go pay for viewers. So if we look at, yes, aliases, right? Aliases. Yeah, but I want this at the project level. Aliases. Check out the aliases. Aliases are shortcuts. Yes, true. So if you want to do a bunch, yes, maybe lists, specifying multiple tasks to be run consecutively. What I want is that if any of those in the chain fails, that it would stop. Fail. All right, well, sorry, can't type. Exit. Aliases. Huh. I just kind of assumed that this worked. I'd expect test, to break everything, but it just jumps right into the formatter, and then Credo, and then dialyzer. I'm gonna get stuck on tooling all night again. How do I clear this chat? That would be nice. Block. I guess just refresh the chat. Yeah, baby. Now it's clean again. Okay. I didn't know you could put shell commands. Mix CMD. What do you know? Pretty cool. Oh, hey, one common pitfall of aliases comes with trying to invoke the same task multiple times. Oh, yeah, no. I am familiar with this. And you have to, like, yeah, you have to do this re-enable. Oh, it's cool. You have an inline function there. That's kind of nifty. But yes, I'm aware of that. What I actually want is, like, hey, if one of them fails, just stop. Let's look at mix test. I think I have to do mix help test. Yes. Aborting the suite. That's not what I'm interested in. Here's how they tell you to, if you've ever like wanted to, whenever I change my code, run my tests. Yep, similar to what I'm doing. I just use watch exec instead of fswatch. You can use whatever you like. Yep, parallelizing only. Yep. So just for funsies, if I do cmd, does that only invoke a script, or can I do nonsense like this? Mix check. Oh, hey, exit one. So that worked, and it stopped. So if I have a failing test, why does it keep going? Mix test. Yeah, that failed, and it stopped. That's what I would want to happen. I wouldn't want it to keep going. Huh. I guess just for sanity, I'll just put test last for now. I'm not going to get too bent out of shape with this right now. But, you know, I would, you know, if my tests pass, that's kind of like the first sign that something's wrong to me, especially since I'm going to be writing tests right now. So, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Not a huge deal, though. Okay. Now let's go do actually fun things. So if we hop over to our tests, so one of the things that I want to have a test for. Okay, well, we do need the server to be running to show people. So if we're logged in, right. Da-de-da-de-da. What impossible? I definitely know my login information, sir. All right. Let's set up the database. I'm wondering if the test stuff is just wiping the dev database because I have something set up wonky. Okay, so now pop in here. Cool. So when you delete the team, when you click that delete team button, this nice little modal pops up. I want to have a test for that. I just want to make sure that, you know, when you click that button, this modal pops up. Pretty simple test. You know, it should be. If you know what you're doing, I'm sure it's simple. Anyway, so here is my test, right? Lyrics test line 33. That's here, right? Delete button opens. I know English grammar. Delete button opens the confirmation modal. The selector button returned 3 elements, but none matched the text filter delete team. What do you mean? Oh, because it's not a button anymore. I changed it from a button to a link. That makes sense, even from an accessibility standpoint. I think that's okay. So let's just do A, delete team. And let's restore what we had with the old watch exec. So now that should rerun the check stuff every time I change a file, which is awesome. Hey, my test passes. What is this even asserting? This isn't asserting anything. Yeah, I know. Credo's going to whine about it. Yeah, see, Credo exits. Credo needs to go last. I don't know what I'm doing. Fantastic. So this should tell me what's happening here. So yeah, here we can see we get redirected. Yeah, to the /delete page. So that works. Delete button. You know what? How am I not logged in? Oh no, I just threw off everything. Oh no. Okay. So let's be logged in. Yeah, And so if you go to this URL, right? The idea is that's the dashboard for the team. And then if you go to /delete, you get the confirmation. That's where you're at. As soon as you click cancel, yeah, okay, it goes back. So delete. But if you hit close, nothing happens. So that's a bug. And we should write a test for this and not do the lazy thing. So let's write a test. When you click the cancel button, you should go back. How do we do this? So we have this, and we're not asserting anything. So what we want to do is assert that when they click this delete team, you go to, you're redirected to the /delete for that team. I don't know how to do that. It looks like this apparently, because I have this somewhere. P /delete. And so now we're going to assert this. Yes. Yes. Yep, something like that. So hopefully now, dude, all right. You know what, for right now, because I'm not gonna put much effort into figuring that out, we are just not gonna run Dialyzer and Credo right now. I know. Okay, we're getting our failure. This is a live redirect, not a redirect. And in fact, I would want this. What is this? The dashboard redirects to the main team. Okay, so this is when a user has only when a user is only a member of a single team, and you'll see, right, when I log in, blah, 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 I come straight to this team. If you, however, have multiple teams, so I'll create a new team. Now I have two teams. So if you're a member of more than one team and you log in, it will take you to the team's dashboard. But if you're only a member of one team, who cares? Just go to that team. So we'll delete this team. Clearly that's not working either. This is a really good show. And so now we've deleted that team. I was only in one team. So now if I log in, it just takes me right to this team. We don't go to the team's dashboard anymore. Like after logging in. So when a user has a single team, just take them there. Blah. So this is, yeah, so first we assert that the user is a member of a single team for this test. And we verify, because as part of the setup for this suite of tests, we register and log in the user. That's just the first thing that happens. And so we just want to assert that they're redirected. And it makes sense. Logging in initially is just a normal redirect, not a live redirect. So this is not a live redirect because we just logged in. However, this is going to be a live redirect, and now our test should pass. Please, I beg of you. Please. Nope. Nope. The following variables were pinned. P. Makes sense. And oh, I don't think we want to specify any flash stuff for this guy. Maybe. Cool, it's green. So the delete button, I guess this is not really correct to say this, but the delete button takes us to the delete team page. The next thing we want to test is that, if we are on the delete page, if we hit cancel, it takes us back. Easy enough. So let's say p blah. So when we click the cancel button, element A, cancel, render, click, we get live redirected back, right? It is mad. Compilation error. Lyrics test EXS. Line 10. Yep. I have these have the same name. Yep, makes sense. So we got to give this a different name. So canceling team deletion returns us to the team dashboard. Fantastic. And just to make sure that's actually what's happening, sometimes I like to just, throw in a little negative. Cool, looks great. It failed now. Just to make sure, I'm not the dumb one here. Okay, the other thing we want is if we just close the modal. So closing the team deletion modal should also return us to the team dashboard. I don't really know how to... This is a span. Oh, okay, which is inside a button. So if we look for button, this stuff. I'm pretty new to this, so you're going to have to bear with me. But we want to click this button. This confirm team delete button. I'm not sure how we're going to click that button. But we're going to try our darndest. So button, confirm team delete. Yep, doesn't like that. Button returned 3 elements, but none matched the text filter confirm team delete. Yeah, it's kind of right there. It's in PHX click. So we're going to have to go look Phoenix LiveView test and figure out exactly what it is we're doing. So if we look at this element helper, we look at this selector. Yes, I think we can do something like this. I don't know if, yes, we can do regular expression crap. Maybe? It may be clearer to add an HTML attribute to make the element easier to select. Okay, well, I'm going to do that because I have the power, and I would actually like for the modal close button to have some sort of attribute. And it probably already does. So we'll come in here, we'll see it, right? Modal close. Yeah. Get text close. So we should just be able to look for button ARIA label get text close. And if we look, button ARIA label close. So let's do that. Accessibility, good accessibility practices usually makes your testing easier, which is great. So if we go ahead and find that button, and then the way that we can look at that attribute looks like this. So let's do that. I think I can just do ARIA text. It's right here. Label. Label equals close. Okay. I can see why we're using sigil S here, because we're going to use double quotes in the string. Fantastic. Maybe that will work. It does not. ARIA label equals close. None match the text filter. ARIA label equals close. We need to put it in square brackets. Cool. Not cool. Still upset. What am I doing wrong here? So a link containing the text unopened will match a opened. Yep. To prevent this, a regular expression could specify that opened appear without the prefix un, but it may be clearer to add an HTML attribute to make the element easier to select. If the text filter is a string or a regular expression, it will match any element that contains the string. So does this just use normal query selectors, and I'm the dumb one? So document, I'm sorry, you can't. Okay, okay, for you, it's bigger. Okay, query. What am I querying? Selector. Query selector. Aria label equals close, and we'll use backticks for this string. Come on, Firefox. See, it knows. What am I doing wrong here? Aria label equals close. Looks great. I can select it. There it is. If I click on this, is there another close button? Reveal in the inspector. It's for a different modal. Okay, so what we have to do then is select the right modal, because I guess so there's a couple modals in this view, which I suppose makes sense. So I think this is the, confirm team delete container, confirm team delete background, confirm team delete. So I should be able to confirm team delete button, and maybe that will work. All right. Returned 2 elements. This has 2 close buttons? Oh no. Can I just grab the first one? Either of them. All right. So there's more than one. Query selector, confirm team delete button. I know that much. I do know that much. I promise. So there's that. And that's the only element I'm getting back this time. I don't know why this would get back 2 buttons. I know, of course, you can click on the background too. I'm just thinking of, like, at this point I'm done with this test. I just want to figure out how you handle, like, the modal being closed in general on the Phoenix side of things, but I do want to see this test through. I do care. Probably more than I should. Team delete button. So if I just put this here, what say you? I think that's what I was supposed to do from the get-go, you know? No. No push command found. Yeah. So you don't render the click. All right, I need to learn how modals work, I guess. Phoenix LiveView modal. I guess technically, this is defined as, like, it's just included in this core component. So if you look at this, the close button here, Phoenix click JS exec data cancel. To the ID. Okay, so we are supposed to specify an on cancel wherein we would redirect back. So I understand that portion of things. As far as how the testing works, no push command found within JS commands. This makes sense. What's happening is we can't render click on that, because all that does is it doesn't change the state of the live view. It tells the JavaScript side of things to do some stuff. So let's go learn more about LiveView test. LiveView test JS. Not a lot in here about that. So let's see if we do some DBG, what's going on? What's the deal? So you can see here, line 76, that's this one. We do indeed get some element back. After that, of course, you can't render click that. So there, render click, yep. Because really, we're not even, what happens when you click that is all on the JavaScript side. Nothing even happens from the server's perspective. So this might not be something that's like realistically anything that we can test here, since this is, you know, it's LiveView, right? It's not really on the server side. So I will use that as a good enough excuse to move on. So in that case, we need to provide this onCancel attribute to the modal. So if we go to the team LiveView, we find the confirm modal, which is this. We can do, is it on cancel? On cancel. And here is where we would put we want to navigate at that point. We want to really go back is what we want to happen effectively. Because when you click that, you go back, modal hides, and you can go forward again, right? That's what I would want to happen. If you close this, that's the same as going back. So this on cancel, first, we can look at this cancel, because this is just a link to navigate to. I really cancel. Really, that should go back. So if I click this, click cancel, I should be able to go forward. So this does not do what I want either. So let's see. Phoenix LiveView back button. I'm sure that this is, there's just like a JS thing you can do. In fact, let's try to do it without finding the answer. Let's go look at LiveView JS. Dispatch. No. These are all the client utility commands. I really want to screw with history. History. Oh. Navigate. And at patch. Is there pop? History pop. Navigate. Replace. Because what I want is. I want history go -1 or whatever. History. All right, fine. I give up. Phoenix LiveView back button. Check this JS hook out. Set up a hook. Handle the hook. That makes sense. For some reason it feels wrong, and it feels like I should be able to manipulate history on the JavaScript side of things from here. This is from 2020. For funsies, history. JS navigate, navigation. Is that what replace is just kind of, maybe replace kind of already does that. What is happening? Okay. Because what am I doing on my website? If you click back, yeah, this is doing history go -1. No, I'm done with that. Sorry, now I'm in tab cleanup mode. That's what happens when you get stuck and you don't have an attention span. Let's check out this GitHub issue. Use replace. Closing the middle could send you back to a complete separate page once you click the X. That's fine. I guess it also kind of makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I kind of see Jose's point. So if you are, let's say we're on the Teams page and I add a delete button here later in the future. The way that that's going to look is if I click on that, I'll come to a completely different page and this modal will be up. If I click this X, usually what you would expect is this. I stay on this page, but if I turn that into a history dot, go back, then I would jump all the way back to here, which might be confusing. So I think what I do need to do, if I take Jose's point into account, when I click this, I want to hide the modal, but I do also need to push a history event. I need to push onto the history thing, whatever. So looking here, yeah, and I can use whatever I was just reading about, right? So navigate 1, and I can do replace. But I don't think I would want to replace, actually, because I would want you to be able to go back. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm on board here. The default here is just running whatever I pass for on cancel, which is nothing. And I want to do on cancel. This is going to be JS dot navigate. And we're going to go here, but without the delete, right? Without the delete. Okay, let's see what happens now. So if I'm here, I click the cancel. Hey, it worked perfectly. Oh, but I broke the cancel button. So the cancel button being a link can work the same way. But I kind of just want this to be an, like, alternative thing. Let's look at the modal. I feel like the modal probably has something for this, in the inner block. Yeah, and this focus wrap stuff. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe there's not like a place for actions, and it's. I think that makes sense actually. That said, no, I think I like that. So if that's the case, I wonder if there's a way to have this link just like trigger the modals on cancel event, and I think there's probably not. Data cancel to ID. Okay, so I think I can. I just need to learn how to paste. And then this ID is something I know here. I don't know. Let's try that. I have meanwhile broken this. That's fine. If I click cancel, yeah, that ain't cutting it. So what this should do. Oh, did I not save? That'll do it. Yeah, that doesn't work. Ding. Cool. So now this will just do whatever the on cancel does. Great. That is working fabulously. Okay, so now let's have tests for it, right? That's kind of the whole point. The thing is, now this is all client side, so really the only thing to test is like the only thing to test is to look at the result of rendering the view to begin with. So let's look at what that brings back. And yep, there's our view. There's the con. That guy. And there's what happens after we do bang or pipe it to live. It returns this. And then this is the HTML of the view. If we look at this, it does get cut off. So I'm gonna inspect HTML, printable limit infinity. This never works for me. I don't know why I can't figure this out. But I just want to have IO inspect just always show me everything. My terminal can handle it. Believe it or not, Elixir, my terminal can handle it. Okay, so if you scroll up here, all right, that worked. I will eat my words. So let's pop this over here, and if we look for our markup, are you sure you want to delete the team? We look at this cancel button. There should be some stuff there. So are you sure you want to delete the team? This team, end quote. And we have our div, and here is our link. So this Phoenix click, this should be exactly what we want. So it's got exec, comma. So yeah, it's this list, exec, data cancel, confirm team delete. So yeah, we should just be able to assert that that's in the modal. That is not an interesting test to me. I'm getting messages. Did a child wake up? Maybe. No. It's bedtime. Bedtime for me, but I'm so not ready, man. What are we doing? We have done nothing. We learned a lot of things actually, and we figured out test stuff. So canceling team deletion, right? That test is never going to do anything. Yeah, these tests are not going to work anymore because we just made it all client side, which is fine. what we would be doing is if we look at the element, we could check that its phx click has the right stuff to close the modal. Yeah, and we can, you know, if IO inspect would just show me everything, I bet we could do that, which that's, I mean, I don't think it's a meaningful test, but it will make sure that the thing is going to work. As long as, you know, the modal's name is actually confirm team delete. Which I guess we can make that part of the test, right? We can make it part of the test. This element. I want to see what it looks like in reality, you know? Here's the element. Okay, let's edit this, and I want to just set the default inspect options. Elixir IEX default inspect options, because I just want to show me everything. That's all I want, man. IEX configure. Inspect ops. Yeah, I know I can set limit to infinity, and I can set printable limit to infinity, and then it will show me everything. How do I tell DBG to do that? Let's go read about DBG, I guess. Okay. Oh, this is really old Elixir. My bad. DBG. Does this have... default inspect function. A function to build algebra documents. That sounds above my pay grade. He returns the default inspect function. Sets the default inspect function. Set this option with care, as it will change how all values in the system are inspected. The main use of this functionality is to provide an entry point to filter inspected values. Do not do this in your library or something bad happens. Default is inspect 2. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. Sorry, this is inspect. Dude, okay, wireless keyboard problems. Plug it into the master half. Maybe. All right. So inspect ops default inspect fun, and we pass it a function. We are going... That's not going to work because yeah, I mean, it would probably work. Yeah. IEX configure inspect. That's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. Inspect printable limit infinity limit. Also infinity. Yeah. I didn't really mean to close that. I'm stuck because my editor is waiting on the language server to be like, hey, I formatted this for you, because I have format on save on. So that's why nothing is happening. There we go. Reload. 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 Cool. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. This is still not going to work in my tests. I want my test output. Test output. Printable limit. Infinity elixir. X unit. Inspect. Inspect. No, I might just be host and have to inspect it myself, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. I just want... What does DBG take? DBG might take inspect options. Dude, I know DBG is real. I'm an X unit. If I could read, we might be able to get along. DBG code options. What options? Show me the options. Inside IEX. I'm not inside IEX. Callback. Macro DBG. They are the same options accepted by inspect. So, printable limit, infinity, limit, infinity. Show me the money. Where is this? Somewhere. I didn't do jack diddly. I don't have two DBGs here, right? Yep, nope. Yep, nope. I always make myself mad when I say yes, no, or yeah, no. By default, the debug function we use is macro debug. It just prints information about the code to standard output and returns the value returned by evaluating code. Options are used to control how terms are inspected. They are the same options accepted by inspect2. I don't think I had any typos here. That looks fine to me. Did I actually save it? I don't know what's going on with this window, but it is not playing nice. Ditch that. I think it's because I'm scrolled up. It's trying to be helpful. Yeah, okay, that's cleaner, but still, you know, it's still truncating stuff. I really just want to know what this element looks like. Clearly, it's this Phoenix LiveView test element struct. So why don't we just go look at the definition of that? Although, this is getting frustrating. Phoenix LiveView test is here. Element. Yeah, I'm not going to find it in here. Ah, hey, there it is. The struct returned by blah. The following public fields represent the element. Okay, so maybe it's not truncating. This is just all it has. It doesn't actually get the element. Okay. That's confusing to me. But I guess it makes sense. Until you render it, you don't know what you're dealing with. So let me try render to string. Huh? I really made my language server upset. Yeah, okay. Undefined function render to string 1. So let's go find this mythical. Where did I see that? Rendered to string. Rendered. Like that. Yeah, you're unused. That's fine. Okay. Now we take a look at things. Hey, look. No, don't hey, look. That's not... Closing the team deletion modal us to the team dashboard. Takes us back to the team dashboard. Take me back. Okay. Protocol Phoenix HTML5 not implemented for... Yeah, okay. So rendered toString takes a Heeks template, not an element. So render click. I'm not doing render click. It's not going to work for me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure testing here, like testing this doesn't make a ton of sense. Render. Okay, that did work. And so I could look at the phx click attribute if I really want to. Render blur, render change, render component, render hook, render focus. There are a bunch of ways to render an element based on what it does. Rendering a click on this element is not useful because there's nothing to render. It's like, it's just JavaScript. What do you want me to do? Yeah, no push command found in JS commands because it's not pushing anything back to the server. There's no message to receive upon rendering. Calling its phx click doesn't do anything. It's just JavaScript. So I'm just trying to figure out, is there a way to know that? Because what I would essentially like to do is, I don't know, render JS and assert that exact thing. Just assert that. That we're just going to exec data cancel on confirm deem delete that ID. Let's see. So if we look at render click, sends a click event given by element, returns a rendered result. The element is created with element and must point to a single element in the page with a phx click attribute in it. If we look at our phx click, there it is. Yep. Yes. That's on the close button, and on the cancel in our view, not in the component. Here, it's linked navigate, and I'm guessing if we go to def link, oh right, link is that's not defined here. Link is like a core thing. But I'm pretty sure ultimately, yeah, we saw it, right? It ultimately is a phx click. Ultimately. All phx values start entries in the element are sent as values. Extra values can be given with the value argument. That's this, I guess. If the element does not have a phx click attribute, but it is a link, the A tag, the link will be followed accordingly. Okay, so, I think I'm on board. Having this be a link makes no sense. This is a different modal. Yeah, this is for creating a team. Because it's not a link, it's a button that does something in JavaScript. It doesn't make any sense for this to be a link because then it's going to try to follow it, and that is probably why it's throwing an exception. Oh, dude, I am so glad that I went through the test for this now. I learned that I'm doing it improperly. Probably. I haven't confirmed that, right? Oh, what did I break? I just broke stuff. So this makes no sense to be a link. Dude, I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm so sorry. So this is a button. This is a button. Piece of cake. Okay. So now... well, this... yeah, I guess this was the same, right? Right? Because that one's not a link. If we look at the modal, we look at the close button. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about at all. Yeah, okay, maybe, all right, because that's string interpolation. So you can just, oh. See, I'm still learning Heeks too. I'm really not a LiveView expert at all. Okay. So for this, yeah, okay, let's also do the thing where we solve one problem at a time. Let's hide all that. Let's just work on this. So if we visit the delete page and we hit the cancel button, we want to go back. Button, cancel, boom. Ba-boom. None of that. You gotta render the click, man. Render click. Now what you got? Can't do that crap. Yeah. No push command found within JS commands. Okay. If the element does not have a phx click attribute, but it is a link, the A tag, the link will be followed. So it's not an A tag. It's not a link. It's a button. It does have a phx click attribute. So if the link is a live patch, the current view will be patched. If the link is a live redirect, the function will return error live redirect, which can be followed. If the link is a regular link, the function will return error redirect. It returns the contents of the whole live view or an error redirect tuple. So if I ditch the assert for a second, dbg out this. Yeah, it's just raising an exception. I guess I could just try rescue on it. But this makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. So I guess I could assert raise. I haven't used assert raise. So let's... oh, apparently I have. I've Googled this in the past. Thanks, Google, calling me out. Assert raise. Yeah, accepts, asserts that an exception is raised. Piece of cake. So in our case, we want to assert argument error. And so we will assert argument error, and then we can have a regular expression to describe what should be in there. And then function, we wrap it so that we can smack it. This, we want to see this verbatim. Exactly that. Literally this though. Not yeah. Okay. Let's try that. So if I do that, I can ditch P, I can ditch that. Does that work? No. On line 49, that's where our test starts. Take our live view, get that element, call render click, and render click. This is where, yeah, it should raise the exception. But I guess we don't know exactly what is raising the exception. Argument error. Oh, so I just did a string. Obviously, this does need to be a regular expression, and I'm gonna have to do this this fun thing and escape all of that. So no push command found within JS commands that. Nope, I still suck. No push. So let's just try simplifying to this. Does that work? Nope. For sanity, if we just get rid of all that. Okay, we passed. Assert raise, argument error that says something about no push. With the expected message, which can be a regex or an exact string, returns the rescued exception, fails otherwise. Huh. So that shows our pipeline, right? We've got our function. Yeah, I guess I mean this. Sometimes you have to tell the parser what you're doing, you know? You know? Yeah, it's just, huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We want to assert that this is raising the actual raises may be happening elsewhere, and maybe that's the issue. So I think there's this client proxy, and perhaps that is happening in a different process. So that's being raised, and when we, we're using that, importing this, and so perhaps that other process that we're monitoring dies, and that's what happens, and it's just a giant screw up. Okay, I think I'm officially going to not test, this like tiny hunk of JavaScript. So I'm just gonna nuke all this. I'm gonna make sure this works right, which it should. It's now much simpler code, so I'm very happy that we went through that in order to learn how to use modals and on cancel and everything. So here's our team. This bar at the top is that's not fun. I can't say I'm a fan of that. Okay, yeah, something's Something's screwy. Start up the dev server. Why is that hanging there? Yeah, I don't know. If we go here, still does this. That's oh, it finished. It's okay, I guess. It's really bizarre. And now all is well. Okay, so back in our tests, right? The team delete button should take us to the team delete page. That test is passing. We click that button, we do get a live redirect to the delete team page. That's fantastic. So that's good to go. I guess, I mean, that feels like such a dumb, pointless test. I guess we could, like, I don't know. I have not yet fully understood the value of testing some of this stuff. Let's make sure that if we log in right, we navigate to a particular team, there's a delete button there, we can click it and it takes us somewhere. So it's definitely worth something. Maybe it just feels that way because I spent an hour doing this. How long have I been live? An hour and a half? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just feeling bad about that. Okay, let's see if we can crud some songs. Because that will be at least mildly more interesting. Just close everything, hop back over here. Here's our create song function. When you create a song, you specify a team. We've got a song name. So name, string T. These are dialyzer type specs. If you haven't seen them before, they're pretty cool. Name, I guess title, whatever. If we look at the song, maybe that's the first thing we should do is, oh, hey look, structs. Name and team. So yeah, song has a name and a team, and then timestamps. Other than that, we're gonna add, there's a song map and there's verses. Let's do verses. That's more interesting. Let's copy this. So song verse. Song. A verse does not. Yeah, a verse can have a name. Yep. It also may not. So field name string. Field. Yeah, I always have to look this up every time. Ecto. Schema. Field. Field. Ops. In this case, I just want it, I want it to be nullable. That's all I'm trying to do. Null. Okay. Ecto schema field allow null. I know that this is something I think you just do at the Postgres level. Yeah, okay. Can't specify for column can be null or not in the schema. You just do that in the chat change set time. Okay. I can accept that. So we will leave that for now. This is song verses. Yeah, verses can have a name and they have content. Right. Content. And I guess I should also we can look at the migration for this, which I have already written. So song, verse. Here is the table. And so for a set of song verses, we do want the name to be indexed, and we want it unique per song. So song ID name should be unique. So this is song versus cool. That should work. So yeah, name, content, cool. Right? Yep, cool. Oh, I thought I heard something. That was bizarre. Okay, when you're on a team, you should be able to add a song. That's yeah, it's kind of the next step. A song has a name and a team. That's true. I am going to steal this and song. Song. Team. Song. 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 Name. I don't know about names. Team. Team ID. Team ID. Team should be a team. I just like to use guards everywhere. When, I mean, not everywhere, clearly. I didn't do it at all here. Is binary name. Team. User. Right? That counts. It's good for something. Change set. Put a soc. Team. I don't think I have to do this because I'm not creating a new thing. I think I can just do this. This returns a change set. Change set T. Right? Cool. In my test, lyrics test, I'm going to have a separate test case. So this setup goes in here. Describe songs. So descriptive. Test can create songs. We've got a user. Do. End. Right? The user has a team. And then we can lyrics, create song, team, my new song, baby. This will return a change set. We already have a failing test. Yes, that's fair. Cool, that works. We're not asserting anything at all. This should not have errors. Assert. Okay. Song change set equals assert song change set errors empty. Right? Hey, love it. And we should assert that we can actually create the song. So repo, insert, song change set. This should work. I can't remember what insert returns. And instead of looking it up, I will just dump it out. And yeah, cool. So assert, okay, song, blah. Why doesn't it like that? Yep, need an alias. I don't think I can put an alias in here. I'll just stick it up here. Yes. Right? We did it? We did it. Okay, so we can create songs. Piece of cake. The next interesting thing we want to be able to do is add verses to a song. Create song verse. This is gonna need authorization at some point. Auth Z question mark. Basically, right, within a team, not everyone is going to be able to just like add songs or edit the songs for a team. Like generally, most people are just going to be, you know, like stagehands. So they would be, you know, able to change slides essentially, but not be editing songs. So I'm just going to slap a big giant to do here. And this is probably going to need to take a user who is doing this stuff. And the user probably needs to be the first argument. But I will save that for another time. I don't think it will be too much work to add that in later. The other thing I'm realizing is that roles needs to be multiple, right? So role to do, a user may have multiple roles within a team. I don't have that right now. I'm just now realizing all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, so create song verse. This will take a song. Oh, I love this song. A name, optionally. I'm just gonna say opts. Blah. And I'm going to say song ID, opts, enum into, ta-da, Elixir magic. This is another fairly worthless test. Can create song verses. So if we create a song, that all works fine. And then we want to create song S. Song, right? Song is unused for sure. So lyrics, create song verse, song, and then we've got name, chorus, and content. Never gonna give you up. Seems to work okay. I'm just gonna say verse chain set, assert enum empty. Yes, that's what I meant. Verse, change that. Dot errors. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it doesn't like that the team ID is blank. I'm not creating a team. Yep. Cool. See, this is why you write tests. It does help. A little bit. We will alias lyrics song verse. Now. Team ID can't be blank. Looking at this, yes, song verse has a song, not a team. Belongs to song. Something's not smelling right. This not be the primary key. Unknown field team ID given to cast. Oh, yep. Yeah, song ID. Fabulous. Okay, so now we can add verses to songs. It's going to get ugly quick with maps because we're going to have like a default map. I guess not, maybe. That'll all be handled by the editor interface. But basically, we'll have like a default map where you'll order the verses, right? And you just, add a different map. So I think actually we don't have to concern ourselves too much with that at this point in time. That will be handled by the interface. So we can create songs. We can create song verses. I guess I want to do that from the live view next. That's kind of the fun part. So if we go to the Teams Live thing, we have our users list. Let's go ahead and also, can you preload multiple things? Preloads. So we'll just preloads users and songs. Yeah, I thought you might say that. So the next thing we need to do is add the association. So if we go and look at the team, we can add songs. If I type songs one more time, I'm taking my N key is having a bad day. I'll just leave it at that. This is a list of songs. Don't say it. Songs has many songs. Song. Can I leverage these aliases? Looks like it. I'm diggity down with that, dude. I am now failing every test. Alias. Lyrics user. Lyrics team user. Lyrics song. Alias everything. Now we're passing again. Cool. And cool. So now we can list the songs on the team because we have them. So let's go look for users. Let's duplicate this block. Someday this will be a component. Someday. For now, I don't care. Songs. Show me the money. Huh? No money? What? What? Reload. Look here, man. Reload. Show me songs. There we go. There's no songs in there, just users. But bear with me. Team, songs. We want the name of the songs. That's just about it. Name. And there might not be any songs yet. Yep. Yep, that's real empty. So we can steal some other code from ourselves. It's not stealing. Okay, calm down. If it's empty, do something. Otherwise, do something else. Yup. Boom. If empty at team.songs. Looks like you don't have any songs yet. Why don't you make one? Why don't you link, navigate to app teams at team.id? Why does this look wrong? Aren't we doing this in like 39 places? Yeah, right here. That's totally fine. That's how you do it. Songs. Create. I guess. I don't know. I'm fine with it for now. You don't have any songs yet? Why don't you create one? What do you mean? Invalid association songs in team. Associated schema lyrics.song does not exist. Bro, agree to disagree, bro. Songs. Users. Teams users. Yeah. Team songs. Yeah. What are you complaining about? Invalid association songs. Associated schema lyrics.song does not exist. So I think this is this weird thing where, because I'm being a butthead and putting literally all my modules in one file, we have to put that up there first. Nope. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Expected a closing block. Yeah, that's true. And can't type. Navigate. Yep, it knows there's no route for that. Hey, looks like you don't have any songs yet. Why don't you create one? Yeah, it's not a real route. Love it. So we can go to our router. We can make a route for this teams, team ID, songs, and at this point, this is gonna be its own scope, maybe? Anyway, songs live, songs create, that will do the create live action. Boom. We're bona fide geniuses, and now we get a new error. Cool. So now we can copy Teams Live. So lyrics, web, live, blah. Copy Teams Live. Now we get songs live. Check that out. Let's steal everything. Wait, why does songs live have stuff in? Songs dashboard live. Yes, use that. Let's do almost nothing. Team. We do need the team, I suppose. I don't know. How do we get the... Shoot. It'll be in here. Params. Somewhere. I need to get the team ID out of the URL to look it up. And it's going to be in the mount. Yep, right here. Thank you. Oh, my nose. I didn't want to delete that. Cool. We grab the team ID. Lyrics. How are we looking up the team here? We're doing this nonsense? Oh my gosh, bro. this is, I can immediately tell this is going to need to get more generic. This should just have, this needs a middleware or a plug. Yeah, a plug, whatever. Viewers, yo, it's Omnom Wombat. Hi, Omnom Wombat. What are you doing here? When was this message sent? You're probably gone. Sorry I missed you. If you're here, say hi again. Maybe I won't miss it. I swear there's a way to see, like, hey, who's in the chat right now? And they just took that away. 5 viewers. How do I tell? I don't know. Oh, there you are. Basking in the... Dude. For real, bro. For real. Dude, it was good. Like, a bunch of people came to roast marshmallows. It was like a good mix of, like, neighbors and old friends and new friends and church folks. Yeah, it was awesome. How was your Halloween events? Your fall festivities? Oh man, you hard sniped me. What was I doing? What was I doing? Oh yeah, we were building this, and I was realizing teams. Yeah, because I don't want to copy this code everywhere and like, do we actually have a real team ID? For now, we'll just do it. Everyone can look the other way. And it will be an error. I'm pretty sure we didn't actually finish that either. But for now, that's fine, whatever. This isn't even this is terrible. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Famous last words. So otherwise we do have a valid ID, and we will look up the team. Yep, and we don't need that. We might create a song later. Okay. Yeah. Alias team in here. User is unused. Yeah, for now. Calm down. User. Put that in the socket. We have a single team. We have a create song. Create song. I will... Where did that go? This is create song, which we'll make a form for. Yeah, there's no params, is there? Params should be here. It's not? Yes, the rest of them. So we'll grab the rest of the params out. And now we have params. Let's alias in the repo. BC is unused. Yeah, these are the breadcrumbs. We are going to use them right here. I have so much cleaning up to do, so that I'm not duplicating all this effort everywhere. Yeah, songs live, because this is songs dashboard live. We will go there for now. Oh, yeah, true. So in our router, let's use the right module. Songs dashboard live. Why have the live action? I don't know. We're just kind of making stuff up. We'll clean up later. I'm trying to go fast and have interesting functionality. Key teams not found in. Yes, we are not concerned with that here. So this will be... This needs just... I need to redirect to a 400 or something. To do 404 redirect. And then in other cases, yes, it's good to have the breadcrumbs. Who is, oh yeah, because we haven't done any of this. The breadcrumbs we will keep, the page we will keep, so team name songs for now. Actions, create new song. Ooh. App teams, team.id, at team.id, something like that, slash songs create a new song. We are not looking at teams, we are looking at songs. Looks like you don't have any songs yet. Why don't you, I already hate everything because so much duplicate stuff. Why don't you create one? Otherwise, look at all the songs we have. App teams, team.id slash songs ID, and then the name. I know there's no route path. We'll get there. Okay, fine. We'll add one. Songs, song ID. That's what I meant. View. Manage? I don't know. Calm down. We're figuring it out. All together now. This modal is the song creation modal. Song create. Create a song. Create song. Validate song. Save song. Alright, we get it. Find and replace already. And shut up. Team. Song. Okay, I did it. Are you happy? App team at team ID slash songs slash. Oh yeah, we just go back. Cancel, which we need to fix. Remember, we learned stuff. We learned how to JavaScript go back and do modals right. So let's go write that down if I can get control of myself. I don't remember how to comment this. Yes. Don't navigate. And we'll put that in the other one, right? Create. Yes. Dude, it's just deleting my comment. Dude, that's brutal. Please. I want it there. Clearly this language server has a couple things to learn. It's got a couple. Heeks comments. Yeah, that's what I was doing. They're deprecated and the formatter will discard them silently. Whoa. Gnarly. You must change them to multi-line or put a space. Bizarre, man. Cool. Good to know. Fix that. Fix that. App team ID teams, right? Yeah, okay. Man, the P sigil, awesome. Love it. Still freaking out about songs. That is actually true. We do not have the songs in here. Songs are in team songs. Hey, hey, hey. Team name songs. It works. The breadcrumbs are wrong. That's fine. Totally fine. We will add one for P app teams team ID. I should really fix my breadcrumb system to know, just add on to the previous, thing in the breadcrumbs. What am I saying? Team ID, blah, and then blah. This is the songs. Songs. No, that link is garbage. Songs. Slash songs. All right, breadcrumbs are working. All right, yeah, we know the create stuff is broken because it's going to a completely separate thing. I am gonna not want that to be a separate thing. This is going to be songs dashboard live with the create live action. That is fantastic. Okay. I'm probably going to stop there for tonight. I think that's fun progress. Hey, that magically works. So if I create a song. Yeah, okay. Not quite. The validate song callback is missing and everything. Okay. What did I do? Add song crud stuff and live views. Whew, 373 insertions. What did I change exactly? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just duplicated this file like 2 times. All right. That's mostly what it is then. Cool. Very cool. All right. Man, that was fun. I have not live streamed coding in a while. See you later, Wombat. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I'll hopefully maybe do this more. I'm gonna have a baby soon, so I'll be on parental leave. I won't have any professional obligation for a while, and I'll still be getting paid, which is awesome. But I'll probably do this a little bit more to get my coding fix during that time. So we'll see. And it probably won't always be web development. I would love to like wrap this up pretty quick and then work on a game with my kids or something. So, yeah, that is it. I am signing off. Thanks for showing up or watching this if you for some reason watched the recording. 2 hours. Not bad. Not bad. Later.